How's it going, ladies and gents? Gonna be playing Brawlout, because I can only record on my PS4, and this game's on PS4. Otherwise, I'd play Smash Brothers, but this is as close as we're gonna get. Also, I'm doing this because Yooka-Laylee's in this game. Some of you may know Banjo just got announced for Smash Ultimate yesterday, so I'm gonna be playing as a Banjo clone and a Smash Brothers clone. That's what I'm gonna do to celebrate. This is also the closest we're gonna get to Banjo and Smash until fall, so... Anyway, I'm not gonna be leveling up because I typically play, offline. The only reason to play offline is to unlock all the characters, online, I mean. The only reason to play online is to unlock all the characters, because you level up to unlock the characters. I already unlocked all of them, so yeah. Don't even need to play online at all, so let's just get into it. I'm gonna do the easy arcade tower just because I don't feel like fighting two enemies at once. It's 3 stock for everybody, so that'll take entirely too long. If I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that on my own time. I think you better leave this place. Your fighting skills are a real disgrace. And I thought we'd be free of the Ghost Riders in a place like this. I don't know what voices to give the characters. Oh, so that's where the terrible rhymes are coming from. Ooh, savage. I don't know. As far as gameplay goes, this is very close to Smash Brothers, about as close to Smash Brothers as fighting games typically get. I mean, Cardinal or Punch Time Explosion was pretty close as well, but it was very, very janky. And like, this is a little bit janky too, but not really as much. I'd say in terms of gameplay it's pretty solid, but it's the content where this game falls flat. Because, this game's got like 10 characters normally. And before Yooka and the Dead Cells character were patched in, it was only 8. All the other characters that you unlock by leveling up are just reskins of existing characters. And they don't even have their own unique arcade endings. They just have the same ending as the character they're based on, so there's really no fucking point, like, at all. Anyway, the reason I'm not playing online is because my internet connection isn't very good. I usually just move my PS4 closer to the door if I want to play online for any reason, which is usually only like buy DLC or earn points or whatever, if you're playing one of those games. But I can fly circles around you, you oversized pigeon. Let's see if you can keep up. Forgot to read the first line, but whatever. That's not important. It's cool. It's kind of cool that they have dialogue exchanges at least. You don't typically get to see characters interact in Super Smash Bros. So, they tried to give this game character at least, but I don't know. Like, it's cool that this game has indie characters in it. That's really cool. That's probably one of the main drawing points, at least for me. But then you've got like all these completely original characters that honestly don't really matter. Like, I don't care about any of the characters in this game besides the indie ones, to be honest. Like, if this was an indie Smash Bros. Clone, this would be perfect. Like, you know, if it was like all indie characters, because there'd be so many possibilities with that, and it would be a good alternative to Smash Bros. Like for anybody who actually wanted to see more indie characters in Smash Bros. But you know, obviously didn't get them because that's not what Smash Bros. Is all about. There could be so many of them, like, you know, Beck from Mighty Number 9, or Gunvolt, or Shantae, or Lilac from Freedom Planet, or, like, Sans from Undertale. There's so many more indie characters that could be in this game than there are. And you wouldn't have to fill the blanks with a bunch of fucking fluff. A bunch of, like, completely original characters, which nobody cares about, you know? And when I first heard about this game, that's what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be, you know, a Smash Bros. Clone starring indie characters. And purely indie characters. And I was like, wow, that's awesome. You know, Juan from Yooka-Laylee, Hyper Light Drifter, Yooka-Laylee, Dead Cells, you know? A bat and lizard fighting together? Now I have seen everything. We're the best and most original duo around, thank you very much. Most original duo, huh? Well, I mean, I guess so. Because, like, they're obviously based on Banjo-Kazooie, but, like, Banjo-Kazooie are a bear and a bird, and this is a chameleon and a bat. So, yeah, they're original in terms of, like, what they are, but in, like, terms of, like, the game itself, not much originality there. But, yeah, so, you're not completely wrong. Please, next you'll be telling me about a bear traveling alongside a... Wow. Nice. Nice. Even they poked fun at it. But I will admit there are some clever dialogue exchanges. Especially between, like, Yooka-Laylee and other characters. I actually did find the writing in that game to be pretty solid, at least, like, on par with Banjo, in terms of writing. I like to check how much time I have left because I can't make my videos too long because I don't have very much space on my phone, and that's like what I use to edit my videos. So yeah. I haven't played Dead Cells at all, but I really want to. I really like Metroidvania games, and I think that's what it is. Well, like these two, an odd couple. I don't know what voice to give him, because... Get a load of this guy. Oh, is that, that's, Get a load of this guy, Yooka! Look at all that gear. You think he's compensating for something? That's just rude. Yeah, that's Laylee for you. Laylee is literally Yooka's equivalent to Kazooie, who, for anyone familiar with Banjo-Kazooie, is kind of a bitch, for lack of a better word. Like, Kazooie's just kind of like a total asshole to everybody. And Banjo's the one who's really nice. And like, they do the same thing in Yooka-Laylee. I admit, Yuka's recovery move is kind of OP. I keep forgetting about that meter it lets you charge up. Basically, there's this meter, and if it fills up, you can activate, I guess, rage mode, which makes you, like, way stronger. That's kind of a mechanic unique to this game. Well, I mean, other fighting games have done it, but I'm just saying, like, it's not a Smash Brothers thing. There are some cool things about this game. Like, it definitely had potential. Another tag team? Man, I really need to find a partner. Again, I really don't know what voices to give these characters. My advice is to pick one that doesn't talk. That doesn't talk your ear off. Well, that's Volt out of the question. It would be great if you would stop throwing me around like a fucking ragdoll. That's another thing, you can't really do grabs in this game. Like, this character I'm fighting against is like the only character that can grab people. Go. Alright, one. Now, I did play Yooka-Laylee, and that was a really good game. That was a Metroidvania game as well. And it was one taking place in a, in a Mexican setting, which I really like things that take place in that setting for some reason. Like, a lot of really good things have come out of that. Like, Lucha was a pretty okay show. Victor and Valentino's pretty good, and I also really like Del Tigre, so yeah. And like Nacho Libre is like one of my favorite movies, so alright, anyway. Something tells me you guys aren't from around here either. What tipped you off? Let's just say my fists know when they need to send someone packing. Okay. As you can see, I'm not all that good at this game. I'm just kind of a button spammer, so I just spam buttons and hope for the best. That's how I play. Got him. Never played Hyper Light Drifter either, but it looks interesting. Really need to get into more indie games. I sense you are also looking for a way back home. That's right, Mr. Glowy Sword. Do you perhaps know the way back to Ivory Towers? I do not, but a duel may jog my memory. Yeah, I think the plot to Hyper Light Drifter is this guy has amnesia or something, so I guess he wouldn't know obviously this guy's never been to Ivory Towers, but he wouldn't know that because he hasn't remembered. He remembers exactly two things, Jack and shit. Or I assume. Again, I don't really know much about the game, but I think I read that this guy had amnesia or something. And he was like on a journey to get his memory back, I guess. I don't know. I could be completely wrong. If anybody watching this knows more about Hyper Light Drifter, because they've actually played the game, or at least like seen gameplay or something, feel free to let me know. I've heard it's like somewhat of a Zelda clone, so would definitely be right up my alley, because yeah. Does your partner ever stop talking? No, she just goes on and on. We can both hear you, you know. I guess it's the, yeah. Olaf, I'm pretty sure this guy's name is Olaf. Has like a penguin, so he's another partner character, basically. I don't know, but yeah. Whatever. Alright, that's all she wrote for now. Well, there's also an ending. But after that, we're pretty much done. From the moment they leapt into the tome, Yooka and Laylee found themselves fighting all sorts of colorful characters in such suspiciously familiar old-school format that by the end of the fighting, the duo wondered if they had jumped into a grand tome or an oversized strategy guide. What's wrong with these levels? What's wrong with these levels? There isn't a single collectible in any of them. Somebody's slacking. I think I saw a sign at the start that said we would get some coins for our trouble. I wonder where we go to pick those up. Geez, what do they think we should do? Oh, what do you think we should do with all this? It's heavy enough to break the floorboards. We have that book about pants, and I've never owned a pair, so I think I'll give that a go. I'm pretty sure we have enough to cover it. Perhaps that was a reference to the fact that Banjo wears pants and Yooka doesn't. I guess. But yeah, that's Brawlout in a nutshell. Most blatant Smash Bros. Ripoff out there, and kind of a lazy one at that, but on its own, I kind of like it. It's alright, but just like, especially now that Smash Ultimate is out, there's like no real reason to play it these days, other than to play as like one of the 4 indie characters that are in this game. But if you want me to do another one of these as like Juan from Yooka-Laylee, or the Hyper Light Drifter, or even one of the original characters in this game, I'll do it. But yeah, I just wanted to do something different, so yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one, everybody.